All right, welcome back. Scenes from this weekend's Brazilian Serie A. Okay. Cruzeiro versus Athletic Mineiro. A record 23 red cards for that fight that you just saw. Daniel Kranti and Zichova Flavor Streamer here. Welcome back to the show, guys. How you doing?
Yeah,
why you have that cheeky smile on your face?
No, because of Hawk.
What did Hawk do?
So Hawk was standing in the center.
Hawk was in the mix.
He was in the mix. So he
Hawk.
He gave somebody some combination. When he finished the thing, somebody slapped his ear.
It's R box X.
So he give the guy bang bang. Then somebody slapped his ear. When he turned, he couldn't find the person. So he was looking for the person. He was asking, who hit me? Who hit me?
Who hit me?
Then he saw some innocent bystander. The thing there, somebody has to collect. He gave the guy on the guy's head, right in front of the referee. The referee said, why?
Oh, Charlie, chaos, 23 red cards. That must be some record or something. That was ridiculous. Sijo, good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good
How
to
you
be back.
feeling, man?
A lot better. I'm good. Not a lot better. I'm very good.
Yeah. Always good to have you.
Yeah.
To have you on the show.
Yeah.
You look very nice. I like all your outfits, guys. I like all your outfits.
Ghana month.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah.
I've done mine like JJ Rollins.
What's that? You dress like Rollins.
Yeah, the football and the shirt.
And the shirt inside. Yeah. It was so. They said that the one player started the whole fight. The one who caused all the chaos. You see, if you watch well, do you know how the fight started?
Is that a pom-pom? So this thing, when you
The fight started with a clash onto the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And the keeper got up after he saved the ball because the keeper saved the ball and he still went in with his foot, right? Then the goalkeeper got up and started punching him immediately. And that was when all hell just broke loose.
No, but this guy, when he goes home, what's he going to tell?
Oh, but they are watching. The wife was watching.
Killer. Look at his head.
Was at the
He's
stadium,
running
to the beat. The other players of my wife. The fastest.
Producer, Benai, you won't tell me to apologize to the people watching because this is not a pleasant picture. Because there's some people who can't deal with blood, and there's blood all over his face. So I'm sorry if that picture offended you, okay?
Viewer discretion.
But anyway, speaking of disturbing scenes, we have a disturbing story from Major League Soccer. Former Ghana under 20 captain Yayabo has been handed a lifetime ban for betting. Extensive betting is the word that the Major League Soccer used. If you remember him, Yayabo used to play for Columbus Crew, had an incredible season as Wisla Krakow in Poland before he joined the Columbus Crew, where he helped them to an MLS Cup in 2023 alongside Jonathan Mensah. And then last year, he signed for LAFC. And in October of last year, he got suspended alongside another teammate called Derrick Jones, Ameniampong.
Thank you.
Another Ghanaian who has also been handed a lifetime ban, I believe, for extensive betting. Danike, you've been following the story. What do we know about this? How do you bet on your own games and bet on your own teammates to get yellow cards, and not just on their own games? That there had been a pattern of extensive betting. How did we get here?
How did you get here? I don't know how you started. But
home training.
So
Sika Ben now, Sika Ben, like what?
But Derrick Jones, Amaniampo, and Yao Yeboah,
yes,
they were in the same team at the time.
In Columbus.
2024. So, yeah, one of the seasons overlapped. Yes. 1 year, they spent a season together. Both of them were betting extensively, even on their own team and themselves.
Oh, God.
So, both Yao Yeboah and Derrick Jones. So, let me start with Derrick Jones. Like the Paqueta allegation. So, there's a 19th minute, I'll receive a yellow card.
Yes.
Then the MLS started, they got tips. So they started suspecting that something was a bit weird. Something was off. So they hired an external investigators to come and look at the whole situation. So at the time, they had not suspended the two players. They were just looking at it. And then they found that these betting spikes were linked to accounts
that they owned.
Yeah, both Derrick Jones and then Yeboah. So Derrick Jones to get yellow card in the 19th minute, then the odds. Then through during the game, he will do something silly and receive a yellow card. And he has betted on himself to get a yellow card. Yeboah has also betted on himself to get a yellow card. Then 10 minutes later, Yeboah too will get a yellow card. And then after the game, they cash out and they make some good money. So the MLS, when they had gathered the case, that was, I think, October last year, they had gathered the case and had enough evidence to now suspend them when the external investigators have now brought the case to them. Then now they went through it.
The review process.
Looked at it in tandem with their regulations. And then today they've made the announcement. But Yeboah left MLS.
In January?
Yes. So
mutual consent.
He can't go back to the MLS, but he can play football.
But this is not a FIFA ban. It's a league ban.
It's a league ban. So he left the MLS in January and went to China. So he's playing his football in China. So the ban won't affect him in China. The only thing is that he can never, ever return to the MLS again. He's banned for life. For Derrick Jones, Amani Ampong, he is still in the MLS. So for him, unless he looks for a different club, outside of the MLS, he cannot play in the MLS.
Sicho, this is disturbing. This is a former Ghana under-20 captain. Played a few times for the Black Stars. And even more crucially, he's a right-to-dream product. And the people made it a point to mention that in the story. That is not a good look, not just for the player, but the entire football ecosystem in Ghana. This is just damaging.
No, it's not. Not to Ghana. He will deal with the consequences. Sports fixing, match fixing, betting has been in the game, especially for actors. England have suffered it. It's been suffered in Germany. It's been suffered in Italy. It's now happening in the MLS. China had a spike at some point. So it's happened in the Ghana Premier League with allegations, even though maybe we don't have...
Allegations? No. Whole teams were banned. Yeah. Players banned. It's not allegations anymore.
Absolutely. So I don't think it will be extended to a Ghana matter. I don't think it will be extended to a right to dream matter, because right to dream have churned out a lot of quality players who haven't been caught in the act.
So this is just it's a
Yeboah
individual problem.
Otherwise, what checks did Man City do before they signed him to become one of their players? Because let's not forget, Yeboah went through the City system as well. So I'm not sure it's going to follow every club and where he's played. It says it's his own matter and his own problem to deal with. I'm only a little disappointed that it's become an MLS issue and not necessarily a general football issue, because it means that actors can get away with it, right? I'm playing in one league, I can mess around there, and if the league bans me, I move to another place and play football. But if FIFA really wants to crack the whip on spot fixing, match betting, and all of that, I think it has to extend. If somebody is caught and is caught to have been engaged in it, I think the punishment should cut across. If the person is going to be banned for 10 years, then the person should be playing football for 10 years, wherever, even in Ghana's juvenile league. You know, the person shouldn't be playing. So it shouldn't be an MLS matter if they really want to eradicate it, because then it's not a matter of where you play. It's actually the act, because in China, you can still do it. But then I also look at the player. So that is the football side. I also look at the player, and the question is it a genuine struggle that he's got? Because aside breaching what the ethics and the codes are in sports, some of these players are genuinely struggling with addiction. Has football given room for players who are battling these things to come forward to say that, look, my hands are up, I think I'm struggling with betting? Because they know that once they come up, their careers might go down the hill. So some of them have to deal with it and battle with it at a certain level. I think there has to also be a room where players who are battling with some of these addictions are able to own up. And when they own up, even if they will be punished, because they owned up, it's going to be measured so that they can also be helped. Once they accept and admit that they are struggling with these addictions, maybe that they can be helped. And once that starts, 1, 2, 3, others might also be very ready to come forward and say, listen, I'm struggling with addiction, so I want help.
Wow. So, Yeboah, there he is. To the right of Sicho's frame. That's him. That's him.
Because people think that why would a footballer who's making millions, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars engaging in betting? It's not necessarily how much you have, really. It's a habit that it doesn't matter if you have trillions or whatever of dollars, you can get caught up in. I think that has to also be looked at, and players need a space where they can easily go in and admit that they are.
You know, what I find very strange is this. Like, even if you're going to bet extensively on football, the only reason a lot of these things raise suspicions is because you've decided to bet on yourself.
What's the surest bet you can do if you want to win?
It's on yourself.
It's on yourself. That sports fixing is on yourself.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I find it, and that's always what gets them caught. And I find it really difficult to see how and why they keep doing it. Because sport fixing is very interesting. If you are going to bet on a teammate because you had a conditional agreement that that teammate is going to get a yellow card, and the teammate knows he's going to get a yellow card, and he bets on himself as well, you know for sure that because it's an unusual bet, it's sport betting, you want to cash out as much as possible. Mm-hmm. So whatever you put there, it's going to be weird, like it's going to be flagged, because there is no other person in the universe that would just decide universally that I'm going to bet on Sicho to get a yellow card in the 20th minute. So specific, and put, I don't know, $20,000 in there. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Unless you know for sure that you're going to win. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, and if anybody sees a bet like that, immediately.
Yeah, it's going to be flagged, really. And
you know, and anyway, so.
And again, also football authorities must know that some of these players are not acting alone. They're acting with a lot of syndicates.
Of course.
Where it's a pool of players. So maybe whereas he is getting that yellow card in the MLS, there's another player in another league, another way, getting a red card or another yellow card somewhere. So somebody's betting on 5 players, all of them getting the yellow card over the weekend, and cashing out on some very huge odds. So if some of these players can speak up, and some of these players can engage people they trust, they might lead football authorities to some of these syndicates. Yeah.
And the syndicates are approaching these players all the time, paying them money behind the scenes.
All the time.
And okay, I'm going to bet $20,000 on you to get a yellow card in the 19th minute. I will give you $10,000 untraceable in cash. Get the yellow, I'll bet, I'll get my money. Yeah. Then behind the scenes, I'll give you $10,000.
It's not traceable.
You lose nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
So, stories
but over time, that gets flagged. Yeah. You get investigated, and you can be in trouble, just like your boy. Anyway, all the best to him in China.
But China, they're going to go try that thing for you. Hey, China. China, if you try, you slack.
But some good news for all the clubs participating in the CAF Champions League. A Ghanaian club stands to win $6 million if they win the CAF Champions League. Because CAF today has increased the prize money of the CAF Champions League from $4 million to $6 million. And the Confederation Cup winners' prize money from $2 million to $4 million. That's a 100% increase. This is good for the competition. But what I'm interested in is this, that last year, CAF didn't do anything about that money, but it's still significant. If you participate in the competition in the preliminary round, you automatically get $100,000 even if you're eliminated from the first round. So for last season, Kotoko, there's no Chan anymore. So this is...
yeah.
But yeah, these are the prize money for the various CAF competitions. To be fair, that's one thing Mosepe has done well with, hasn't he? The increase in prize money. Because when he came into power, even the Champions League, the prize money was up 2.5 million. It's at 6 million now. That's impressive.
That's massive. People have their own problems with Motsepe. Obviously, when you're a leader and you step into a space where you're leading, you're not necessarily expecting people to agree with everything you want to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we are going to measure your tenure by some of the successes and if there were progress during your time. And I think there's no one person that can look at the job Motsepe has done on the continent and not call it significant progress in terms of monetary distribution to clubs or member associations and federations. Because the AFCON has only got better. And the best thing about the AFCON is it's never stalled. Since he came, we've seen sharp appreciation of the competition from Cameroon to Egypt to Cote d'Ivoire to everywhere. Every time it's increasing. And he's very quick to say that member associations need a lot of money to invest in the game to make it better on the continent. So yeah, and he, obviously we know his background, he's a successful businessman. And for him to have been successful in his business, he would have taken some hard decisions. I think he's employed those tools of his at the helm of CAF, and it's helping Africa, the continent, in football, I must say. I commend him for that.
Yeah.
And that is why now he also says something that we'll wait to see if it will be factual, that playing the AFCON every 2 years wouldn't give us the financial liberty that Africa needs. Playing it every 4 years means we're raking more money. And in between the 4 years, there'll be more money to go to the member associations and for them to invest more into the game. And in between them, there's also the Nations League. So I'm interested in seeing a lot more. We're likely maybe next 2 years, it could go to 8 million, 10 million. And that's what the teams need to reinvest and develop the game on the continent.
Okay, speaking of developing the game on the continent, last Monday we discussed WAFCON extensively, and we expressed frustration about the silence, and then CAF released a statement on the Wednesday or the Thursday, I believe, that the competition had been postponed to start now on the 25th of July. 6 days after the FIFA World Cup final. And that's raised a lot of questions because, and by the way, our Black Queens are back. We came here last week and we're very worried about them in UAE. They're back, they're Pink Ladies Cup champions. And they were using that tournament to prepare for the WAFCON, which was supposed to have started on the 17th of March, which is next Tuesday, I believe. But that competition is now being moved to after the World Cup. What kind of challenges does it present, or is it opportunities, or what does this mean for scheduling issues, the tournament itself, even our own head coach who's now part of the Black Stars going to the World Cup? But I mean, convenient, inconvenient? What do you make of this postponement?
It's a very difficult situation they've put the qualified teams in. Because let's use Ghana as an example, but Ghana wasn't the only one who was preparing for the competition during this period. So the ministry had a plan they were working with at the start of the year, knew that the Black Queens will use this time to go to Dubai to play in the Pink Ladies Cup, come back, go to the WAFCON. Now they've spent money to send the girls there, brought them back, and the competition is not going to happen. So they are going to go back to club football. Now they go back to club football, and you look at the timing and the scheduling of the new competition. That is just at the start of the season. So that is, for women's football, probably the last week of pre-season into the beginning of the season. Now we are not even sure if CAF and FIFA have agreed for clubs to now release their players for that period. So we don't know whether it will be down to the member associations having good relationship with the clubs, trying to get the players released for the competition. Now, what it means is that if you look at that period, that is just when the season has ended, the players go on holiday, they return to pre-season, and then the latter weeks of pre-season, early part of the season, they are going to the WAFCON. So how exactly are you going to plan this competition if you are a team that has qualified, especially if you have players that are, most players who are playing in the outside leagues? You are going to get a more relaxed, in a negative sense, team, a team that is short in terms of fitness because the season hasn't started. They are still in pre-season holiday mood, and they are going to have to go into the biggest competition on the African continent and perform at the highest level and probably and hopefully get a spot for the World Cup. It's a very difficult situation that they've put these countries in, and you understand why the backlash was very loud over the past week. It's not, and I'm looking at it from a Ghana ministry point of view. So right now, what is the plan? Because we looked at the GFA, who've also given Kim the role for the World Cup because they knew the calendar for the WAFCON. So what is now going to happen? Now, if they say Kim will not go to the World Cup, what will Kim be doing in Ghana? because the players are on holiday during that period. So are we now going to stop them from going on holiday and preseason? So it will mean that the girls who play a full season round will skip holiday, will go straight into camping, will go straight into preseason, and then come and play a competition. And then it means they would have played a year round of football with no rest, which is also very dangerous because the end of next season is the World Cup. So have CAF, for me, it's like CAF have put our teams at a serious disadvantage because whatever happens, we are not going to see the quality that we usually see at the WAFCON because of the state of the players.
And even beyond the quality, I also even see coverage issues, attention issues. Certainly, they're going to start preparations for the tournament in the sweetest part of the World Cup.
Yeah.
That's when they'll be in camp. I'm not sure how many people would dedicate that much time trying to catch up on
literally 6 days after the FIFA Men's World Cup final.
Yeah.
The WAFCON is starting. So it's obviously going to affect.
Oh, it shouldn't be a break. From US, we just come down to make Morocco.
Well, that's fine, but we're talking about visibility.
That's what while you're in USA, Lawrence and I will be focused on the ladies.
No, but that's hard.
Bottom line. But there's another issue that has been spoken about. Sicho, let me bring you in. I'm sure you have thoughts on that. I've seen people say because of the timing of the WAFCON now, the GFA should immediately terminate the appointment of Kimlas Borkigran, who has been co-opted into the technical backroom staff of the Black Stars, because then he can focus solely on the Black Queens, because obviously, you know, those two tournaments, there's not a lot of time between those two. What do you make of that?
Apt. Actually, yes.
Wait, what? You think that people have a point?
Yeah, they do have a point, because...
Why and how so?
If you're going to go into a tournament 6 days after the end of the World Cup, your preparation doesn't start 6 days to the tournament. It would have been months. And in that period, you'll be having pre-tournament camping. Even way before pre-tournament camping, you are watching your girls, you are getting on video calls with some of them to give them. And then he says it, because of the nature of the competition, when their season is done, they might have a little break and then they will resume. And while they resume for camping, which this time could be 3 weeks or could be 2 weeks and a half, you have to be there. So I think between now and then the WAFCON, he has to be razor focused on the girls. He has to side the ladies up. Can you imagine people who have sided themselves up to be going into a competition a few days from now, and all of a sudden it's not going to happen, so they have to wait. Some of them will lose form. Unfortunately, some of them will get injured. It's the sports. We don't want it, but it happens. Some of them might be dropped. So he has so many things to deal with to get a team into an A shape before they head into the competition. And he needs to do that without any distraction or whatsoever. The biggest distraction would be if he's got a job with the Black Stars, who would be playing their biggest competition around the same time. So I agree. Generally, it's actually really not done than that your women's national team coach is with the men's national team coach, generally, because we know that the two jobs can be different, the two jobs can be demanding. But even when their tournaments are going to be 6 days apart, it doesn't matter if Ghana is going to make the final or not. When the tournament is going to be 6 days apart, it even doesn't make any more sense. And I'm sure the FA, realizing this, would quickly be thinking about getting him to focus on the ladies, because we need to qualify to the World Cup. So no excuses or whatsoever.
Okay.
Look, I still think something can be worked out. Why? Because it's a very difficult position. We know that talks have already started. They've already started work for the men's World Cup. So it will be very difficult taking him out, because per Otto's plan, he's already distributed roles to his various technical team members, and the work has started. So I'm looking at it in reality, not in an abstract form of how we ideally think should be. I'm looking at it in reality. Ghana is not going to make the World Cup final.
So we are certainly not going to.
So we are certainly not going to
leave
travel.
the competition 6 days before the WAFCON
to 11th June or 18th June or July or wherever the World Cup ends. Will by all means come home before, which is a fact. The availability of the players also plays a huge role. So my point is, if he doesn't go, what will he be doing in Ghana?
Preparing the team.
How?
3 weeks to the competition. If Ghana
but they will not be with him.
No, hang on. If Ghana makes it out of the group phase, that will be 2 weeks of the tournament left. Just 2 weeks.
No, way more. 3 weeks. Ghana's last game is on the 27th. From 27th to the 19th of July is 21 days.
All right, so let's say 3 weeks.
Yeah.
In those 3 weeks, if you've got a tournament, which happens 6 days after the end of the 3 weeks we are talking about,
They will not come 3 weeks before the tournament.
you should be hands. So I'm saying you don't work when your players are only in town. You don't work only when you've assembled your team. The work starts way before. By the time Ghana is at the World Cup, he would have been also working with his coaches. You speak about the fact that the job has now started.
Yes,
and Otto has distributed duties. He should, by that time, be distributing duties to his assistant coaches.
Yes, but you see, the good thing is that this announcement came what? 10 or 8 days to the start of the WAFCON.
Yes.
They had already gone to the Pink Ladies Cup.
Yeah.
And they've reached a certain point in terms of preparation from the coaching point of view. So the most important thing now is preparing the players. And the disadvantage is that if he stays home, the players are not with him, or they will not be with the conditioning coach or whoever to get them ready.
Because there's also an availability issue.
Yes, they'll still be on holiday.
No, but the preparation in the Pink Ladies Cup
would now be irrelevant.
Scrap it, because we are in what? March.
Yeah.
The competition is in end of July.
Yes.
It's football. That is like
That's
20
a lifetime in football.
So the thing is, right now, what's the plan?
Replace him.
How are we? No. I'm talking about in terms of preparing the team. Let's forget about Kim for briefly.
Right, okay.
What are we going to do to get the team? I don't think you guys understand it. The season is going to end and the girls are going to go on holiday. Are you going to cut the holiday short?
Yes.
And force them to start camping?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And as soon as they finish camping, they are going to start the tournament.
Yes.
And straight after the tournaments, they go into the season.
various-
And
yes.
straight after the season ends, they are going to the World
I mean, the
Cup.
women's league, the women's calendar
Yes,
starts.
that's what
yes.
happens with the AFCON. AFCON is in January. No one comes anywhere.
No, that's what even happened with the
AFCON is
club.
in January.
That's what happened with the club.
If they were,
World Cup.
if
He's talking about the continuation,
I'm
the,
saying
the lack of...
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying-
what happened with the Club World Cup. As soon as the season ended, the team that qualified to the Club World Cup, they got only a few days off. They jumped onto the plane, they were in the US, they played the competition, they came back.
And there were complaints about fitness.
Agreed. I'm saying that the nature of the calendar means that there will be that complaint, but it's going to happen.
So I get your point, but I'm saying that every question you ask, the answer to that is yes. Will they cut short their holidays? Absolutely.
Yes.
And when they play the tournament, are they going straight back into their clubs? Yes.
Yes.
After they
Yes, so you
they'll
see,
finish the whole season and go straight to the World Cup? Yes.
These yes answers also need to be situated in context. So if yes, you are going to cut the holiday short, for how long? And if you determine how long, at that time, Kim will come and he will come and take
Hang on. Then he said something. He doesn't think Ghana is going to win. Of course, I genuinely don't think Ghana is going to win the World Cup. It would be a miracle. We want it to happen. But from analyzing,
Let's be real.
I'm being honest. I don't think Ghana is going to win it, which means we're not making it to the end of the competition, which is July 21. July 21. Good. But I think Ghana will make it out of the group phase.
July 19, actually.
July 19, yeah. I think Ghana will make it out of the group phase. So Ghana's last game is when? 27th. That's the last game in the group phase.
Yes, against Croatia.
I think Ghana will play the last 32.
Okay.
That takes us another week into the competition.
It does.
So I'm saying by the time Ghana's maybe out, if that is the last 32, Ghana's got 2
Maybe
weeks.
5th June.
Maybe
5th July, sorry.
So we've got what, 2 weeks to the end of the competition. I'm still saying it's not enough.
Yes.
And Ghana, if Ghana makes it past 32, who knows?
No, 16.
where beyond?
We'll make it to the 16.
If we make it to the 16,
then we'll come home.
And when we come home, we are leaving Kim with a week.
Not a week, it's 2
A week
weeks.
and a half. No,
It's 2 weeks.
A week and a half.
He could still get a solid 10 days. Let's just put it out.
Yeah, 10 days not enough.
It will be 2
It's
weeks.
enough.
It's not enough.
will be more than
It'll be-
And when we play AFCON in January, how long
How long
come?
do they come? Is it not 6 days, 1 week?
No, it's a question.
no. I'm
When
saying
we play
his
AFCON in
job-
January,
his
how
job
long do the
doesn't-
teams get?
His job doesn't start when I've said this.
what I'm saying.
We
The
have a
notes-
coach.
His
the
job
notes-
doesn't
I have a
start
question.
when they are camping.
Fair enough,
No,
but I'm
Situ,
saying that
I'm saying that-
You
hold
have
on,
to
guys.
release lineup. You have to release collapse.
No, but
you have
I'm
to tell
saying-
disappointed players you are not coming.
No, but I'm
so he'll be
saying
releasing
that
the
we've also
collapse when he's in the US.
Situ, yes, but we've also had
Very
situations
interesting.
where our coaches didn't even live here.
Yeah.
And they only came, they only came
and
and then we still went to the AFCON final.
And then- yeah,
And
you
we
see-
have to live here to work.
But
Wait,
do you know
wait.
if they were working? We were
Do
at
you
home.
know if they were not working?
But they were at home.
Do we know if you were not working?
But if Kim is at the World Cup, he can't do Black Queen's job.
No.
Wait,
he can't.
why?
Wait, no.
And he shouldn't.
You see, that's not.
Why
even
should
the
he?
case. That's not even the case. The thing is, the good thing about, the only positive thing about, everything is bad, but the only positive thing about this situation is preparations have already started. So from even the coaches and their notes and the scouting on the various teams, they've already reached a certain point.
Sicho is saying that all of that work is nonsense.
Why is it nonsense? Are we going to face different opposition?
It's possible. Listen, they were preparing.
We're not going to face different opposition. The draw is a draw. We know who we are going to
When
face.
you have a date for a competition, your preparation is geared towards the date.
Yeah.
One
Conditioning is also done in a certain way.
that shifts months. It alters your preparation. What that renders this Pinks lady.
Conditioning is different from
Kim is not in charge. I'm not talking about conditioning.
Kim is not in charge.
I'm not talking about conditioning.
We've already scouted him.
Yes.
So we have the notes. I can show it to you. We already have the notes.
I have a question.
The scouting can change.
Okay, Duki. What kind of notes do you think that they would have taken from this Pink Ladies Cup that will be relevant come July?
Everything will be relevant. In fact, the work is like 85% done. Like comprehensive scouting on all the three group games, all the three
teams.
3 teams we are going to face in the group.
That will still be relevant to come July.
We have a fair idea of the team we are taking to the WAFCON. Do you know why? Because the season will end soon. And when the season ends, the group that you know you are going to take, you just guide them through their holiday, their pre-season period. You can start a camp and the conditioning coach and things will be there. And then when Kim comes back, 2 weeks, he takes over.
Players get crashed this spot.
My point is, Kim should be living, breathing, sleeping, thinking the competition without any distractions or whatsoever. However you look at it, the Black Stars' job, even if he's got one clear month to the WAFCON, it's a complete distraction. It means that one clear month before the competition, everything of his wasn't necessarily focused into the WAFCON. And we need to get to the WAFCON and get into a position where we are going to the World Cup.
Wait.
So if Kim is going to have only days between when Ghana is predicted to maybe come home, to then join up with his coaching staff and maybe then get hands-on with the ladies, I am saying it's probably a missed opportunity because he could have had even more days if he was a free man by that time.
But here's a question for you. He's been in charge with this team, let's say, for 2 years.
It doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it?
No, it doesn't matter. You can't tell me because a club manager sees his players every day for the whole season. You can miss 2 weeks or 1 month of training and everything is okay. No, if you're the coach ahead of competition.
Of training, no. He's just missing. He's just not going to be there.
No.
Like, he's just not going to be staying at home and assume to be working on that.
So now,
why do you say it's an assumption?
No, I want to ask you a question.
There's no guarantee.
Who tells you he's not working?
So if Kim today, because the WAFCON has been postponed, decides that, and the GFA say they've removed him from Black Stars duty, if he decides that he's going on a 1 month holiday, is it bad?
It's not.
No, it depends on when the 1 month starts and when it ends. Because between now and I've started between now and
now it will start now.
If it starts now, we are in March, and then we are in March. If you have 1 month between March, April,
so let him work for Otto.
No.
So let him work for Otto.
Otto's main competition is 1 month from.
So he can work for Otto
now.
And when the Black Stars are going to the
USA, he won't go.
Yes.
So he won't be in. I'm okay. He won't be in USA.
So you don't think that he should be terminated now?
That is what he's saying. But I think if he's not going to go to USA with Otto, replace him now with somebody who will be there. Why does he have to work now and then go 1 man shot?
Guys, I'm interested in your thoughts.
It doesn't matter. You submit notes.
Guys, it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's a very tough.
It's an interesting conversation.
I'm interested in your thoughts. What do you think? All right, 0551 575757. Should the GFA replace Kim Lasbok-Higran now because his Black Queens team will be playing the WAFCON 6 days after the FIFA World Cup final?
No, they for not a sack. Relieve him of his duties now. Danny says they are working, right? They couldn't have.
Why?
Even only 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Why?
He would have been preparing his team for the pink ladies. In the last 2 weeks that Otto's coaches have met, he hasn't been present.
But they've given him assignment already.
He's been late with reports.
Well, is multitasking a crime? Or impossible?
Otto was doing it.
Otto was doing full-time and taking Ghana to World Cup.
Ask the question. Multitasking is not a crime. So should
Otto did it. We didn't die.
So the Black Stars chairman still be chairman and also.
I don't have a problem.
Very interesting.
With Otto Addo working at Dortmund and taking Ghana to World Cup. He did it. We didn't like it, but it worked out.
That's why we saw what we saw.
No, we had issues, but it worked out.
That is why did it work out? How did it work out?
That's not why we saw what we saw. Why when he had a team foot and he qualified for AFCON? Onyade, it's not about divided.
But when I asked them at his
Beraya, please take us for a break. They will stop. But I want to hear from you guys as well. 0551575757. What should happen? Should Kane be relieved of his duties as a Black Stars backroom staff to focus solely on the Black Queens because of the shift in dates? Or should he be left there because, after all, Ghana will come home soon enough for him to start preparing the Black Queens for their competition, which starts on the 25th of July. Let me know. This is Sports Zone. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Ghanaian players abroad, and then we'll take you around the world with some very interesting highlights from all of the major European leagues. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Sports Zone, brought to you by Piva Beverages, producers of Piva Viva. Get this for your child in the morning when they are going to school. Piva Viva, the strawberry drink. It be rough.
No,
rough. Syntex tank, Guinness, as well as soccer bet. If you want to bet on any football matches, don't be like Yaya Boa. Go to soccer bet.
Yes. Very important.
Yeah.
Don't be like
Footballers,
Footballers,
you are not part.
Yes. Go to
Bet
soccer bet.
responsibly.
Yeah. The most reliable betting platform in Ghana. Cash out anytime you want. The best odds, more reliable, and everything in between is soccer bet you can trust. Syntex tank, you want any water tank in any color. You can't build a nice house and go and put that boring black tank over there. Buy a tank with a color that matches the color of your house. They produce water tanks in all kinds of colorful designs with all kinds of layers, and they give you as many
I saw
as
7
years warranty.
I saw somebody had turquoise blue in the house.
Turquoise blue.
In the
Syntex.
house. Yeah, Syntex.
Yes. Nice one.
Because,
Watching the wall.
because in the wall, they
Take
do
your.
some design be with the same blue. So
That's
if you
right.
want the house, they flash.
That's right.
They flash with
That's
the
right. The era of putting a boring black tank into your
And
nice
still-
house.
And then the roofing too has. So
Some
then
bluish.
then you pick.
It go pick. Exactly.
Very
So
impressive.
that's that. And for
Hey, you're
Piva,
strong, you're tough.
big shouts to Frankie, who has made sure that
Peeves Vives.
the nickname is
Peeves Vives.
Piva Viva, a.k.a.
Peeves Vives. What a drink. It's a joke.
Big shouts to Frankie for sorting us out this evening. I've got some messages here before we go to Karim. Good evening, Sports Zone. Your Fugu dresses really made my day. Yeah, your boss issue is rather unfortunate and equally disturbing. How can a professional player, knowing all the rules regarding betting, still go and bet? Greetings to all Chelsea fans in China. Cash to Steve from China. Airport texting from Wu says, good evening, guys. United fans are suffering. One match in 2 weeks is heartbreaking.
To win again.
Anyways, good luck to Barcelona for their game against Newcastle United in the Champions League. Good evening, brothers. Ima from Tema. Why should a footballer struggle with betting addiction? The thing is, he doesn't even play in the GPL. This boy has to be lashed by Danny Key. Interesting.
You don't understand this. You
I don't understand
it.
this message.
No,
either.
he doesn't understand what it is. with
He
betting.
says he doesn't understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Yeah, he says he doesn't
It
understand.
doesn't matter how
There's
much.
no point,
person
yeah.
has, yeah.
Fen, I've got a question for Sicho.
Please.
All right. Many months ago, I heard on your interesting show that he's a product of OPAS
Yes.
in Kukrantumi.
True.
I'd like to know what elective subjects he studied there and when he completed. Because personally, I studied literature in English, French, and government there and completed in 2002.
Oh no, it's by far my senior. I completed 20.
Way
11 years after.
Yeah.
2002, Sicho still hasn't written BC.
2000. No, he's by. He's an opinion. We say opinion for. He's an opinion. Yeah, and I read the sciences. I read chemistry. I read physics. I read elective maths.
And you finished?
I finished 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's way my senior.
yeah, Sicho is your child,
Way
basically.
my senior. Way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from how she says, the new competition price regime from CAF is laudable and our local clubs should be boosted by this. Isn't it funny that in this day and age, talk on the management committee and budget allocation have dominated the airwaves than the actual playing body? We should be thinking of how to replicate Semenyo and coach form at the World Cup instead of focusing on budget. All right, thank you, Pa. You guys look good in your fugu. Thank you very much.
Akpe.
Franklin Foley from Kasua says, Sports Zone is the best sports show, which always gives us what we need. You people are looking splendid in your fugu. Thank you very much for that.
You.
A day, it says a day, okay, so I beg, take pictures of your own and send it to me. Why? We should take pictures of ourselves and send it. Tell Karim to do that. Love your Ghana outfit there. Thumbs up to you, friend, DK and Sicho. This is from Mutala. Bringing us to Karim.
Hey, the dream. The
Adabu Bening Abdul Karim, the dream, who is also sporting his yellow and black and gray fugu. Karim, welcome to the show, my friend.
Very true.
How are you?
The guy doesn't want me to come on the screen. No.
It's not him. It's the switcher.
It's not the switcher. Can't you see he's adjusting it?
Is he the one
He's the director. The camera was focused on you. She was not picking you. I don't want to see you on the TV.
They are conniving with each other.
Yes. How is it doing? How are you doing? What do you have for us?
Very good. Should I waste my time on this?
I see a certain name on the screen. I see it.
Should I talk about this or I should go to more important?
Forget them and talk about them.
This is your segment. Do what you want.
Too free.
See, huh? Then you let me touch on this first. At his year, again, he did what he has to do. He kept his 7th clean sheet in 26 league games.
Try.
And St. Gallen, they won
7 clean sheets in 26 league games.
Yes.
The Swiss League.
So overall, 8 this season in 27 games. And they won against Basel, and they are now second.
Solid.
They've been for much of the season. Then Jan Jamara plays for Elfsborg, and they drew. I think they won 1-0.
Sweden?
No.
Is it
In the German Bundesliga too.
Bundesliga do.
Yeah.
Elfsborg. Elfsborg.
E-L-F. Elfsberg.
Elfsberg.
B-E-R-G.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the team he plays for. Won two of the tackles he attempted in that game. Then Rufai Mohammed plays for Elfsberg. Now this one is in
Sweden.
I think Sweden. This one is in Sweden.
Absolutely. So that's where.
So this one is in Sweden. The team
Elfsberg and Elfsborg.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's some way. So he scored for them. Then Manudia, he's a chap that is like really picking up for San Diego. What he does so well is how he plays, like his ability to use the ball. Out of 104 touches, he misplaced only 5 passes and completed 99 passes. That is 95% accuracy as a center back. He can play as a right back, a DM. So comfortable to play anywhere. Then Derek Horn played for Union Berlin, and they lost though, and he converted a penalty against his former club, that is Werder Bremen, in this, the Bundesliga. Then, let me leave this one. Elisha Owusu played for Ejogze, and they drew goalless against, that is Strasbourg in the French Ligue 1, and in that game, won 4/4 of the tackles he attempted in that game. Then Ashimiro, he put in a decent shift for La Louvière, that is in his first start for them, created about 2 important chances for them as playing behind 2 strikers in that game, and hopefully he's also battling to put himself into the World Cup conversation. Then Ogesin Boachi is doing so well for Saint Etienne, that is in the League 2, and this season he has 6 goals and 7 assists. The team he plays for, Saint Etienne, they've scored 49 goals this season. And if you are looking at his goal contributions of 13, that is like 28% of the goals the team have scored. He has a hand directly in them. Then Bonsuba played for Al Qadsiya, and they won against Khulud or something like that. Is in the Saudi League, and he provided his 5th assist of the season. Then what I want to do, where the interest is, Andre, Remy, Morgan, Dede Ayew.
Mopao.
You saw what he did.
I didn't see. Tell me.
You didn't see.
Show me.
He scored a wonderful header.
Where is
what he knows how to do best. I don't even care. I want to say something.
Where is it? Benai, don't you have the goal?
Are you listening?
Show that people. Okay, Karim, I'm listening.
Is it your segment?
you
told you want to show a
dictating to
video
him
on a segment. You say the segment should do what he wants.
Thank
Now you're
you.
saying you should show video.
Karim, go on.
The result of the goal is that
What attitude is that?
it has started a whole new conversation. There are a few facts. Otto Addo, he said that Andre Ayew, he has gone to meet him and has decided that him, Otto Addo, he doesn't want to select Ayew. That is a fact. Let me just ask a question here. So, you are the captain of the ship. Then, or maybe like management. You are doing your job well. It's not like you are done. You are on top of your game. Then, the management decides that they want someone different. They prefer someone different. Not that you are shit. You are doing fantastic job. They said, oh, you want someone different. Does it stop me from saying that I want Fento to be the captain of the ship?
No.
Did I just stop you? Freedom of speech.
And the people are saying that because Otto, he doesn't want Ayew to be in the team.
You, Karim, cannot say that.
I can't say that.
Nobody has a right to tell you what
are
to
they
say or what
talking
not to
about?
say.
And
Your freedom to express your view is guaranteed by the Constitution.
Charlie, and they are trying to sabotage that. And have you seen one of the most ridiculous questions I've seen? That the skill set of Andre Ayew, what skill set does he have that you can't find in the Black Stars?
What?
Over the past 4 or 5 years, we have been talking about what? Commitment. Have you seen any player, when he shows up for the Black Stars, show more commitment than Andre
You
Ayew?
can't question his commitment.
You can't question that.
So that's one attribute we can't find
You
in
can't
the rest
find
of the players.
not in any
All
of
of them
them.
have questionable commitment. Are you sure?
Yeah. Mention one.
Does Kudus have questionable commitments? Does Semenyo have questionable
When they say they should report to camp, who reports first?
Did they?
If so now, the people that are saying that, no, you want Dede to come and justify something. Dede, what does he have to justify? Otto Addo himself has to even justify himself. Now you are saying Dede should come and justify himself. Otto Addo said he doesn't want Dede, then you are saying that is final.
In other words, are you saying that Otto has not earned the right?
Where did he earn that right? Where did he earn that right? Where did he earn that right?
He has the right by earning the job. As long as
He qualified as us for the World Cup without Andre.
Even if he
He
didn't
has the
qualify
right to
as-
tell-
Wait.
even if he didn't qualifiers, so as long as he is the coach of the Blacks,
He has that power.
That
he
is
has the power. He's got the right to decide which players he wants to work with.
That is fair enough.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that people should not use that, Otto Addo, he said he doesn't want Dede. So nobody should say, I want Dede in the team.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't.
So that's what I'm
No one
saying.
can tell you
Nobody
what.
can, yeah.
It's like, and your point is valid. It's because I tweeted about the Andre goal because I saw it on ESPN Netherlands, and I just found the whole thing funny, especially because of the weekend conversation. So I just tweeted at the goal and said, Captain General, and then added laughing emotion. Then somebody came under the comment to say, Andre is not the only Ghanaian who scored in that game.
Yeah.
So why didn't I tweet about Kamal Sowa? And I got very upset. You know why? Because do you know how many Ghanaian players score every weekend?
Yeah, a lot
Do I
of them.
tweet about every single Ghanaian player who scores over the weekend? I decide what I want to comment on because it's my social media.
See.
Okay? So you can't tell me who to
Andre
comment
also
on or
had
where
two
to
for
comment.
Fentu, the thing is that, you see, it's not everyone that attracts your attention. The day he attracted your attention because he's special.
He's special.
And to be honest, though,
Yeah, but why would
He
you
has
even say
earned,
that?
like, he has
Why would you
even
even
earned that.
question me
No, to
for
be honest,
tweeting
to be
about
honest,
Andre's goal and not mentioning Kamal Sowa's
no,
goal?
those who are talking about the Kamal
I can't
Sowa
mention
goal,
every Ghanaian player who has scored.
take your emotions out of it, everything. The account that posted the Andre Ayew goal, they
didn't
didn't
even
post
post
Kamal
Kamal
Sowa's
Sowa.
goal.
They
It's
didn't.
that.
It's today they posted.
They posted
Kamal Sowa's-
Andre's goal. They didn't post Kamal Sowa's goal.
Where was I going to find it?
Yeah, so that should tell you something that
They,
Andre is the
even
big-
they know that
the league
Dede
knows.
carries weight.
The broadcasters know that he's a storyline and
Indeed.
he carries. So that's why they posted Raheem Sterling playing that game.
They didn't post it.
They didn't
He's
post.
running.
He didn't. Yeah,
He was doing like
but it was Andre's goal.
Yes. Yeah. And even,
And by the way,
like you said,
that
it was a
was
brilliant goal.
gorgeous
I'll be
goal.
disappointed Bernard doesn't have it. A goal is every. We need to show our viewers.
Fentu,
Where's the goal?
let me just say, Or you want to watch the goal first?
Yes, you want to show the goal. Please show us the goal.
In 2010, Stephen Appiah, he was only 29 years old. Only 29. The whole season. Do you know how many games he played?
2.
2. How many minutes?
Substitute appearance.
111.
Yeah.
He started 1 and 1 he came off the bench. 111 minutes. That's not even up to 2 games. So. The day, how old is he? 36. He has started the last 4 games and has played, I think now, 9 games overall. And he has scored. It's not like, oh, him, no. He's sitting somewhere. He's not doing anything. The guy is putting himself, he's putting himself in the conversation.
The real point here is, I think for anybody that this conversation...
Let me just say this. It's not like me, I want him to go to the World Cup or something. If he doesn't go, I don't really care.
You just hate
what
the
I'm
fact
saying
that
is
people are saying
yes, don't say,
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Anybody that says people shouldn't have the conversation.
He's a Ghanaian.
Yes.
People are
He's
making,
playing in a top league.
yeah, they are
he's
dismissive
performing.
of his name when you mention
shouldn't talk about
it.
And besides, you cannot, and Sicho mentioned it, you cannot pretend like Andre Ayew is not a special case.
Yeah.
So people will always talk about him. So you can't stop
it's not just
people from
another player.
commenting.
Yeah, it's not just another
You
player.
can disagree respectfully, but don't make it seem like any journalist that tweets about... Somebody said that my tweet about him means that I'm supporting his caller. And I said,
So
you
what?
are a big joke.
So what?
No, I'm even saying that you are a big joke if you think my tweet is what Otto Addo will look at and select Andre for. Then you are not a smart human being.
No, but
Because I tweeted about Andre, I want him in the Black Stars.
no, Andre has played for the Black Stars since 2007. He will surely have Ghanaians who are big fans of his.
Yes.
And when people are fans of a player, they want to see their players play in the best competition. So I don't think it's wise that people shut down the mention of his name, that once you have mentioned Andre's name.
Some even resort to insult.
Yeah, I think it's... But when you look at that goal, it doesn't look like a player who's been very sharp. Because when the ball went into the wide area, he was on the edge of the box in the corner. But as soon as the ball goes wide, he knows, I need to get into a position where just in case the ball arrives, I'm ready. And he's sprinting sideways and getting in between the 2 center backs.
Whilst looking at them.
Whilst looking at the player who's going to play the cross, and as soon as the ball gets to him, it's almost like the player saw him there before he crossed the ball. Credit to the cross, though. It was a beautiful cross. But Andre's move to get himself into that position was world class. Yeah. And we know that it's a straight.
And the fact that, and you see, and this is what people are getting into their head, and the fact that Sicho has brilliantly praised his goal does not automatically translate to if Sicho is saying no offense.
Even that. So why do some people, what they do is even that. Oh, because people are saying that they should call him, they now resort to attacking the player who has not granted an interview to say that I want to go to the World Cup.
No, they don't say that.
What did he say? Did he say on record?
We know he wants to go.
Sicho, when did he say?
To be fair, no one has asked him.
No, but wait. No.
Did he say he wants to go to the World Cup?
No, friends.
He hasn't retired.
The guy's a professional footballer.
Yes.
He's playing in a top league.
He doesn't have to say.
And you are telling me and him that he shouldn't aspire to play in the biggest competition.
That's what I'm
in the world.
saying.
It's down to the head coach to choose him or not.
That is it.
But he will
For his
do everything in his
yes.
power
That is it.
to put himself in that
That
conversation.
is it.
So what is your issue?
He doesn't even have to say that he wants to be at the World Cup. He doesn't even have to say it. But because he's
So long as he hasn't retired from the team, he's eligible and available.
Absolutely.
If Otto Addo leaves today, then they pick me as the coach. Then I say I want to pick Dodo. Will you say I shouldn't
There's
pick
nothing anybody can do.
No, Carrie, this one I agree with you. I think you can disagree and say you don't want the day there. You will have your reasons. Another person has a right to say, Andre is playing, I want him there. And that is okay. But you cannot, what you can't do is to tell people what they should discuss and what they should not discuss. You can't tell me to focus on Kamal Sowa if I want to focus on Andre Ayew. It is not within your right to tell me how to use my social media.
A shock.
You understand? Because there are thousands of Ghanaian players. I have a question for you. Why are you also so interested in Kamal Sowa and not another player who scored over the weekend?
Exactly.
Why are you not asking me why I didn't tweet about Ashimeru's performance and I'm tweeting about Andre, but you are specifically
he scored.
The Recon scored. Why aren't you attacking me for not tweeting about the Recon's goal? And you're rather attacking me for tweeting about Kamal Sowa because you also have a certain interest there. That's the hypocrisy I don't want. So Mamin tweeted me the uncle. Also tweet with the uncle. Obian fan the end of story.
What to be decided?
Yes.
But let's bring us some FA Cup highlights and wrap up with some Champions League action. A quarter-final draw. So, Daniki, help me over there.
Manchester City will play Liverpool.
That's the fixture of the round, huh?
Yeah. Southampton will host Arsenal. And then Port Vale will play Chelsea. Then there will be Leeds United, West Ham, the other Premier League clash.
Yeah, down to the last 8 of the FA Cup. So we'll see. Man City, Liverpool, surely the fixture of the round. Very interesting stuff indeed. Before we go into the Champions League fixtures, I've got a message here from King, official in Kumasi. It's a very interesting message that I want to share. He says, Kim Lasbokigram will need 1 month after the World Cup to soak and dilute the pressure and criticism from Ghanaians.
It will shock him.
It is therefore not emotionally and psychologically advisable for him to join the Black Stars. After all, we have better chances with the Queens at the WAFCON than we do with the Black Stars at the World Cup. I beg, let no man born of a woman try to ruin that chance we've got with the Queens.
A letter from King to Kim.
Letter from Kim to Kim.
No, King. His name is King.
King to Kim.
Yes, so a letter from King to Kim.
A letter from Kim.
I agree. It's true.
Our good friend Pelu, OSP, says the issue about us retaining Kim or relieving him of his current role at the Black Stars is really an interesting one. And as pointed out by Danny and Sicho, personally, I think he should be made to step aside and focus on our women so we can divide.
No.
It's
not as pointed.
He didn't agree on it.
It's not as pointed as pointed as Sichu.
Yes,
so
yes.
thank you,
I
Pelu.
agree.
Yes,
Danny
yes.
there, he says something else.
He forgot the World Cup.
This one says there is no reason why Ayew should be taken to the World Cup. Tomorrow, Newcastle will win against my darling club, Chelsea.
Newcastle playing
Tomorrow, Newcastle will win against, he didn't add it, so I guess he was trying to say,
Barcelona.
yeah, against Barcelona. And he says, my darling club, Chelsea, will beat PSG 2 on Wednesday. And where is the guy who said he will come and debate Danny today? Me, I'm waiting for him. Don't worry. We'll find time for him, the right time for him. Anyway, let's look at the Champions League round of 16 fixtures coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, and on Wednesday as well. Galatasaray, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Spurs, Newcastle, Barcelona, Atalanta, Bayern, Leverkusen, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, repeat of the Club World Cup final, Real Madrid, Man City again, and Bodo Glimt against Sporting. Guys, we've got about 5 minutes to wrap this up. So, pick of the lot for you guys, Sicho. Let me start with you. Let's go with that Real Madrid City game.
Obviously, that one catches the eye. And Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea too would
Yeah, you can go to that too as well after.
Galatasaray, Liverpool, interesting. But Newcastle, Barcelona, because of matchups here. But of course, Real Madrid, Man City. I think that City are playing Real Madrid at a very good time. Very, very good time where Real Madrid have got injury problems to very important players. Kylian Mbappe has his knee problems. He's gone to France. They've identified as the same problem that was diagnosed in Spain, so there are no worries, no need for a surgery, but it's been put on a schedule. Rodrigo has his ACL, that is another man shot. Even when everybody is available, I'm talking about players who are injured. However, when everybody is even available for this Real Madrid team, they've struggled all season. In fact, not only this season, even from last season, to strike any balance in the team. And it's even been made worse with their best goal scorer injured. So City are playing Real Madrid at a very good time. And City are also beginning to look like a team that could do well in these cup competitions because they've got a lot of very important players back. Yeah. Diaz is back. We saw Stones play over the weekend. Ake has got minutes in his legs. Mamouche looks sharp, even in the absence of Erling Haaland. Semenyo, Gay looks like, a wonderful
He just went straight in there like he's been there for a long time.
A very good fit. So I think City have got the upper hand. If this can sort out that problem at times they seem to have at the back, City are good.
This is away from home, though.
Away from home, but they beat Real Madrid already this season. And so I think that City can do it again. Okay. Donnarumma will come in very handy for them as he's done all season, making big saves for them this season. But I fancy City in this first leg, at least before Mbappe returns. Yeah, fancy City.
Our Club World Cup finals, repeat.
It's two teams are going into the game not necessarily in good shape. PSG even more shocking. We saw them over the weekend against Monaco. They were terrible, really were. And they've been only managing to cross the line this season in most of the games, even in the French league.
You mean limping across the finish lines?
They've been limping. And even when they've won games, they've not been convincing. Yeah. And I still maintain that they missed Donnarumma because even last season, he would pull off remarkable saves to keep them going. This season, almost every good chance turns into a goal against them. It remains to be seen if Liam Rosedale has got it in him to find that thing that Maresca had.
The X factor.
Those one-off games. He had a way of setting up his team for that. He might not have a consistent performance across the league, but for those one-off games, whether it's a big game in the league or a cup tie, like we saw him in the Club World Cup, he always came up with a formula that got the better of. And we saw it this season against Barcelona when they played. He would have a formula against these big teams in this one-offs. So it's a test for Liam Rosinha. But for Enrique, his team needs to start playing a lot better if they are going to get past Chelsea.
Okay, your thoughts on any of those games?
City will beat Madrid.
City will beat Madrid home and away. Wow.
Over 2 legs, Chelsea will beat PSG. It will not be as convincing as the Club World Cup final.
You mean Chelsea will progress?
Oh, Chelsea will progress. This PSG team have not been convincing. They concede too many chances. It's Enrique. You keep the ball, but there are so many spaces to exploit. And I think Chelsea have the men to capitalize on those spaces. There's Palmer, there's Joao Pedro, who has found form at a very good time for Chelsea. So I think Chelsea will win it. As I said, it will not be as convincing as the Club World Cup. PSG will have their moments. PSG will score, but Chelsea, I think, will progress through. For us now, Bayern, they are waiting for the teams in the next round.
Absolutely. I want you to comment on the Newcastle Barca.
Right.
Look, that's a tricky one.
That will be a tough game. But from what I saw over the weekend, Newcastle and Man City, I think Barca will just nick it over 2 legs.
Also, from what I saw when Barca played against Bilbao, I think the two teams were poor over the weekend.
Yeah.
What a goal from them, Malo.
And that's what I was going to say.
They have magic. They have the X factor.
And we've all complained about the Barca problem of the Highland, what have you. I think Newcastle also got a weapon to punish Barca's problem. But Barca have got special talents. Rafinha can pop up. Lamine Yamal.
X factors.
Yeah, they can.
See, that one issue I have with the Highline is Newcastle, those who exploit it. The Man City game in the league, the one that ended 2-1, Ilangus. When he picks up the ball, the decision-making is a problem. He has the speed and everything, but what he does with the ball within that space is a problem.
Do you have Barnes, Gordon, Murphy?
I think that will be better, but in terms of exploiting that, it will not be as effective as Ilanga.
Okay,
his pace.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so I think we've come to the end of the show, but the new F1 season is back.
Ooh!
What a weekend for Mercedes, huh?
Piastri couldn't even get on the starting grid.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting season. Mercedes, two men on the podium, but Ferrari had a good race. I was very
strategy let them down. They could have.
I was very surprised how good they're looking good. Luis still seems like he has it. He still has it.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Keep magic.
Anyway, that's it for tonight's episode of Sports Zone, brought to you by Piva Beverages, producers of Piva Viva. Try it. Piva Viva, aka that's right. Syntex Star, Guinness, as well as Soccer Bet. My name is Fento Ahiro Fento. We thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Sicho. Thank you, Daniel. We're back again next Monday. Until then, you take care of yourself and bye-bye.